What's up, guys? Rip Trippers back at you tonight. I've already shown you guys how to rebuild the Kanger Pro tank using stainless steel mesh, and it's the same method for silica and for cotton. Now I'm going to show you guys how to rebuild an RDA using cotton from cotton balls. Okay? So here we go. So the first step I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Kanthal that I'm using, which is 32 gauge Kanthal. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use this head of this flathead. I'm going to wrap a coil around this. Okay, like that right there. Now we're going to put that aside. The cotton is organic cotton. I got this cotton from Whole Foods. I did boil it. I boiled it twice, 15 minutes on. I rinsed it, boiled it another 15 minutes. Because even though that this is organic, they still use pesticides, natural pesticides, and you don't want to be inhaling that. So you boil it twice. So it's a total of 30 minutes. So I've got the cotton, and I'm just going to start pulling from it. I pull it apart like this. Okay, and here's a good strand right here. And then what I'll do is I'll just roll it up. We got the strand here. I'm put this aside, and now I'm going to show you guys how I attach the coil to the atomizer. So all I do, I pull the head of the screwdriver in, I wrap it around and secure it underneath this post right here. I pull this under, secure the other wire to the positive connection, just like that. Okay, I'm going to clip the edges, the excess. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cotton wick that I pulled from the organic cotton ball. And what I like to do is I like to use a nice thick piece of cotton, and I'll roll it up just like this. And what I love about cotton is that you can mold it the way you want it. You can even wetten the cotton if you want to mold it down, and you can get it as thin as possible, just like this. It will expand on you. That's how I wrap a cotton wick on an RDA, single coil. And then what I'll do next is I'm going to cut the excess piece of this. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll push the cotton into the recessed cup. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, that's a big chunk of cotton goodness right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw my RDA onto the mod that I'm using. The cotton from the organic cotton balls, I'm telling you, it's the way to go in an RDA. You can mold the fattest piece of cotton into the best wick. Put some juice. Saturate this wick with the juice. I even put some in the cup, in this recessed cup right here. Oh man. 3.1 ohms. And now I'm going to go ahead, put my cap on, make sure that the hole is aligned with the where the coil is. Okay, 15 watts. Ooh. On an RDA, I'll vape at a higher wattage than I will on a Genesis or a device like an EVOD or a Kanger Pro Tank. I tend to stick to like 12.5, 13 watts on a Pro Tank, but on RDA, I can, bump it up 14, 15 watts, maybe even higher. It's just on a device like this, variable voltage, variable wattage. On the majority of them, except the DNA 20, that being the exception, most of these are 15 watt maximum capacity. I use RDAs on a daily basis. When I leave the house, the Kanger Pro Tank or the EVOD or the T3 go with me. But if I'm in-house, or I'm at the office and I'm mixing juice, and I'm testing juice, the RDA is where it's at. But the flavor with the cotton, and it's got to be the cotton balls. The cotton balls, not the cheesecloth. The cheesecloth is more for a ceramic wick or the stainless steel mesh. But for an RDA, the flavor from this, in my opinion, and everybody, the taste is subjective, but for me, I get full flavor. It's rich. Even with this juice that I made, it's a fruity juice with some creaminess to it. But with the cotton, I can get that creaminess. It's just rich with all the notes that I couldn't get with the silica. Silica's, it's better than stainless steel mesh as far as getting the rich notes, but it's not as good as cotton, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the cotton balls. And this juice, this is a freaking 80-20 blend. 80 PG, 20 VG. Crazy. Crazy. Stock air hole too. This is Rip Trippers. Let me know if you have any questions. PM anytime. Feel free to comment below. And remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future. And the future is now. You guys have a great night.